Welcome again to this weekly quiet space. I'm so glad that you've had the opportunity to be still. If you would like someone to pray for you, please send your request to gloucester@salvationarmy.org.uk. Last week I was sitting in the car waiting for Paul to conclude an appointment. I was enjoying a time of people watching when around the corner came a little girl of about 6. She was skipping along, swinging her school bag, looking very happy, as though she had not a care in the world. Of course, that's how we would wish all little children to feel, but sadly it's not always the case. This little girl was followed by a lady I assumed to be Mum. She was absolutely heavily laden with shopping bags. I really don't know how she was managing to carry so much. The lady stopped and waited as a darling little girl of about 3 came around the corner. She was looking so weary. She was sucking her thumb and twiddling with her hair as she dragged herself along. Pre-COVID-19, I think that I would have offered to help, but now I sat feeling utterly helpless. I was very relieved to see them through my rear view mirror, going through a gate a few doors away from where I was parked. As I've thought about this event, I've recognised how each person could be a metaphor for our lives at this point in time. Over the last few months, I've had those moments when I felt really weary, but also times when life has not seemed too bad at all. Then there have been days when I felt burdened with concerns for my family and my friends and the world in general. I'm sure that you will have had very similar experiences. You may be able to relate to one of the little girls or Mum as you're listening to me. If you could speak to me in person, what would you tell me? Would you tell me that you're weary? Or you're really, really tired, or you can't carry the burdens any longer? I take you to a very familiar passage of scripture where Jesus was speaking to his disciples. We find it in St. Matthew chapter 11, verses 28 and 29. Come to me, all of you who are weary and carrying heavy burdens, and I will give you rest. Take my yoke upon you, let me teach you, because I'm humble and gentle at heart, and you will find rest for your souls. Be still, for the presence of the Lord the Holy One is here. Come bow before him now with reverence and fear. In him no sin is found. We stand on holy ground. Be still, for the presence of the Lord, the Holy One, is here. The reference to holy ground reminds me of the story of Moses that we read in Exodus chapter 3. Moses was going about his everyday life as a shepherd, looking after his father-in-law's flock, when he met with God in a rather spectacular way. Through a bush that's burning but not being consumed, God speaks to him, telling him to remove his sandals because he is standing on holy ground. It is possible that God could speak to us through something ordinary or everyday. Wouldn't it be amazing if God were to make us aware of holy ground in the supermarket or the hospital corridor? Might God use a colleague through some remote internet connection to reach you and remind you that your home office is indeed holy ground? If today you relate more closely with the little girl skipping happily along because life is good, can I suggest that you ask God to give you an opportunity to help someone else who is struggling, making them aware of the holy ground that we stand on when we are in the presence of our holy God. May the Lord bless and protect you. May the Lord smile on you and be gracious to you. May the Lord show you his favour and give you his peace.